Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We've got 10 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Just hit 22K subs, which is awesome. Working our way to 2.1K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets if you win. Go ahead and take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. 10 matchups, starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Miami Marlins. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -210. The Marlins +170 with the over-under at 8. Arizona coming into this matchup 69-56. The Marlins 46-78. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA at 3.98. Currently, it's undecided for the Marlins, so we'll see who ends up getting listed when that info does get released later. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Arizona on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a bad Tampa Bay series, losing 3 straight there. Marlins coming off a Mets win, 1-3 in their last 4. Arizona 4-2 on the road against Miami. They're 6-0 against the National League right now. Yeah, we'll see who ends up pitching for the Marlins. Seems like a rich price from the D-backs, though, -210. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Arizona coming off a bad 3-game losing streak. Very rich price today as a big favorite. I know Marte was questionable. He got hurt last game. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Marlins here, but a lot of plus money. I'm not in love with the D-backs at this big of a price today. Give me the Marlins +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -170. The Reds +140 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 60-64. Toronto 58-66. Pitching for Toronto was Kevin Gausman with an ERA at 4.20. And it's currently undecided right now from the Reds here. So we got a couple games where there's been some pitchers undecided. So we'll see who ends up pitching for the Reds today. Let's see. Gausman. His last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 5 strikeouts. Definitely his best game so far in a while. He's given up 2, 4, 3, and 4 in his last few games. You got the Reds coming off a bad 3 games Royal series. They struggled hitting that series. They scored 1 run in each of those 3 games here. And you got Toronto coming off a Cubs win. Had a rough Cubs series. Cincinnati 1-5 on the road against Toronto. 2-7 against Toronto. They've been very bad against Toronto. Gausman's been decent, coming off one of his better starts of the season, giving up 0 runs. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Reds, but offensively, they're on a bad slump here. 3 games in a row with one run. That's not going to win you very many games here. I'll take Toronto at home today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -135. Baltimore +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 73-52. The Mets 64-60. Pitching for Baltimore is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 4.89. Pitching for the Mets is David Peterson with an ERA at 3.04. Rogers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 5 runs. Had 2 strikeouts. Peterson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 4 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a Boston win. You got the Mets coming off a Miami loss. Baltimore 3-9 on the road against the Mets. They've had their struggles against the Mets on the road here. Peterson been very good on the mound here. Rogers, yeah, he's given up 12 runs on 3 starts. I took him on his first start for Baltimore, and he played horrible. Yeah, I don't love Rogers on the mound today, and I think I'll take the Mets at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -120. Pirates +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 58-65. The Rangers 57 and 68. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Ortiz with an ERA of 3.41. Pitching for the Rangers is Jose Urena with an ERA of 4.15. Ortiz, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Urena, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. And both pitchers have given up runs here. Urena had 3-game stretch here, giving up 15 runs in 3 starts. Pittsburgh 2-8 in their last 10. Bad stretch for Pittsburgh. Same with the Rangers, 3-7 in their last 10. This is definitely probably the worst game on the slate today. Pittsburgh 0-7 on the road, where they've been horrible. Rangers 1-5 at home. This is just an ugly matchup. Both pitchers giving up runs here. Yeah, really hate this matchup. Maybe the over could be a play with both pitchers giving up a lot of runs, but with both teams playing bad, I like to take the plus money with an underdog. So we'll take Pittsburgh plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -125. Boston plus 110 with the over/under at 8. Boston coming into this matchup 65 and 58. Houston 67 and 56. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 3.01. Pitching for Houston is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.49. Houck, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Boston, coming off a Baltimore loss. Houston on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back White Sox wins. They're 9-1 in their last 10 right now. Boston 0-6 against Houston, where they haven't been very good. And yeah, Houston on a heater right now. Kikuchi been very solid. Got to ride the hot team, and I got to take the Astros at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -200. Angels plus 160 with the over/under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 53 and 71. Royals 69 and 55. Pitching for the Angels is Carson Fulmer with an ERA of 4.22. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 3.10. Fulmer, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Angels on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Atlanta losses. The Royals on a 4-game winning streak, coming off 3 straight Cincinnati wins. Yeah, nice 4-game stretch from the Royals. Angels just 2-4 against Kansas City here. Been a bad little stretch for them. Not in love with Fulmer. Lugo coming off a 7-run game, but nonetheless, he's been good for them this year. I'm liking the Royals coming off a great series where they just pretty much shut out the Reds offense here. And yeah, I think I'm going to take the Royals at home today. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -160. The Twins plus 130 with the over/under at 7.5. Twins coming into this matchup 70 and 54. The Padres 70 and 55. Pitching for the Twins is Zebby Matthews with an ERA at 3.60. Pitching for the Padres is Michael King with an ERA at 3.19. Matthews, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. King, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a Rangers loss 6-5. Padres coming off a Colorado loss 3-2. Minnesota 7-3 on the road against the Padres, 15-5 against the Padres, where they've been very good head-to-head. Matthews has only pitched once this season. He only gave up 2 runs here. Didn't look that bad in his only start. King coming off a 0-run game here. Has been very solid for the Padres, but man, good plus money with the Twins today on the road. They've been very good against the Padres, especially on the road. And they're 6-1 on the Monday. Another good stat as well. I'll take a shot with the Twins plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Oakland Athletics. Rays opening up as road favorites at minus 125. Oakland plus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 62-61. Oakland 53-71. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 3.49. Pitching for Oakland is Joe Boyle with an ERA of 7.39. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up 15 runs in 3 starts here. Don't love that. Boyle coming off back-to-back 4-run games. Tampa Bay coming off a 3-game Arizona sweep. Oakland coming off a San Francisco loss. Yeah, not in love with Bradley. I mean, man, he has been getting lit up here lately. Yeah, horrible stretch from him. I just don't know if I can trust the Rays today with Bradley on the mound. Give me Oakland plus 1.5 at home. Then the last matchup we've got, or not the last matchup. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 230. The White Sox plus 190 with the over-under at 8. White Sox coming into this matchup 30-95. The Giants 63-63. Pitching for the White Sox is Jonathan Cannon with an ERA of 4.02. Pitching for the Giants is Kyle Harrison with an ERA of 4.14. Cannon, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Harrison, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. White Sox coming off back-to-back Houston losses. Giants coming off an Oakland win. The White Sox, look at the numbers. They're 12-4 against the Giants, 7-1 on the road against the Giants here, but they've been very good, surprisingly. Yeah, I didn't know Giants were going to be this bad against the Chicago, which makes me worry. Harrison giving up 11 runs in 3 starts. You know, and I don't know. To me, the Giants are the team I want to pay minus 230, 250 on. Don't love the White Sox, but they've been very good against them. I don't know. Sneaky dog today. Giants, to me, aren't a team that you can trust as big favorites, I think. Give me the White Sox plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 150. Seattle plus 125 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 64-61. The Dodgers 73-52. Pitching for Seattle is Brian Wu with an ERA of 2.06. Pitching for the Dodgers is Gavin Stone with an ERA of 3.34. Wu, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Stone, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a Pittsburgh win, ending their 5-game losing streak they were on. Dodgers coming off a Cardinals win. Seattle 0-6 against the Dodgers, 0-7 on the road against the Dodgers, where they've been very bad. They just cannot beat the Dodgers here. Wu been very good. Stone's had good starts. His last 3 games, 2 of his last 3 games have been kind of rough, but overall, I like the Dodgers. I like Stone on the mound. And Seattle, they just cannot win in LA. So I think I'm going to take the Dodgers at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.